I've been doing a lot of indoor training lately, mostly out of necessity because I just haven't had the time, man. Lots of family obligations. So the goal today for this ride is to do all the things I love about riding my bike. A little off-road and a little exploration. So this is the entrance of what they call Snake Road. We're gonna go up and then take a little detour, and I'll show you when we get up there. But a little bit of that off-road goodness today. I love how the sun is just hitting that quarry over there. I believe that's where we're going. Alright, little downhill. Okay, there's a few things I want to try to do today. I want to go there, see where that road leads. That looks kind of new. Road. And then I want to hit the little pump track just down there. But it looks really wet, so if the ground is really mucky and wet, then I'll skip that. The one I really want to do is over there. That area. I don't know if you can see it because of the sun. Let's see if I can cover the sun. See that area over there. A little exploration. But first, let's go down that road. Should have held on to the drops on that one. Morning! We're gonna go back because that leads out. Let's go back to that pump track. Not really a pump track. Okay, boys. Thank you. So it's not really a pump track, it's a motocross circuit thing. Alright, let's have some fun before we go over there. Whoa. Fun. I don't know if you can see that, but there are portions that are a little wet and swampy. Yeah, let's go to that other spot. I like the look of my tires though. Very cool. Okay, now we're gonna go there. Not up the steep bit though. I think there is a road on the left. Hopefully it's a little off-road road. Let's see how that goes. Dogs. Alright. Climbing. Yeah. So, as I mentioned, I have not been doing a lot of riding outside lately. It's just that usually before we had the newest baby Miles, my wife used to drop the kids off at school and I'd be able to get a bunch of weekday rides in. And now with the new baby, of course, Steph has to take care of him. So she takes care of him at night. Then I wake up, then I bring the kids to school. And then when I get back, I get the baby from her, so she gets to catch up on some sleep. So that takes up pretty much the whole morning. And hopefully, if I'm lucky, the baby's not too fussy and I can do some work. But it's made finding time to ride a little bit difficult. So what I've just been doing like a bunch of indoor training whenever I get a chance. It's usually just 45 minutes on the trainer. Just try to hit a good zone 2, try to hit a good pace. And usually that's enough for me. Riding the trainer is not very fun. So little tricks I do for motivation, since me and the wife, we don't really watch that much TV. So when I'm on the trainer, it's a good excuse to turn on Netflix, Disney Plus, watch something. So that is that is some motivation. But you know, whatever Netflix and Disney Plus has can't really compare to something like this. That's where we came from. That road over there, and above that too. I'm not 100% sure where we are. I'm gonna have to check the map. These roads aren't on the map yet. It's like a new subdivision. Okay, guess we'll just go that direction. I'm thinking of making this vlog a little bit different from the usual vlogs. Like less cuts, basically less editing, more just me talking and you seeing the route more than usual. Like who knows, maybe I won't cut through this whole downhill. It's not very long though. Lots of mud from the wheels. Not sure this was the right way to go. There's a motorcycle. I'm guessing this is the exit. Boss, saan makagi para magawas? Gate, Pikas? Sige. Thank you. These types of subdivisions are always interesting to me. Like it's gated. You saw the gate. That was a gate without any guard. This was closed. But I mean, it's really kind of open. Like, I just came in here not even knowing it was a real subdivision. And, you know, it's clearly not like super well maintained. Some dogs. Dogs. But people live here. Some big houses. Always very interesting, like from a security standpoint. Here's the exit. I think I have an idea where we are. I think I might be able to still get through a fun off-road way to get out of here. Morning! So I believe there's an off-road section here to the left. Hopefully it's in rideable shape. Motorcycle was a good sign. Oh. Okay, so this should be a relatively long, not super long, but decent rocky off-road climb. I'm a bit worried that I'm making it sound like having a kid is like really hard, or you know, or that I'm complaining, because I'm not. I'm just stating facts, because because having a kid is really hard. But I don't know, you've heard this before probably from people who have had kids, but man, the joy they bring cannot be compared. I mean, I like bike riding and all, but dang, the joy that these kids bring, man. So when I first had my first two kids, a little bit steep, a little bit more effort than I expected. Give me a sec. Anyway, when I had my first two kids, when they were still babies, like, I didn't really feel a connection right away, you know? Like, I'm not one of those guys where as soon as I saw the baby, my heart melted or anything. Like, I was one of those guys where, you know, the babies, they don't do much till they're like a couple of years old. They're just, at first, this thing that you have to take care of. And it's not until my first two boys grew up a little bit, like a couple of years, and they started having a personality for themselves, started doing stuff, where I finally appreciated being a dad. And still steep. And with Miles, this new one, the fun thing is that since I know what it's like to have older kids, I feel like the two older boys, the gift that they gave me was that I'm able to enjoy our third baby even better. Another biker. Morning, boss. Morning, buntag. Solo. Yeah, I get a better sense of what Miles is gonna be like when he grows up, and I'm able to enjoy this phase a lot more. It's fun, man. Having kids is fun. It's super tiring, but it's fun. It's worth it. Of course, the reason I'm able to go out on bike rides like this, I mean, it helps to have great kids. It helps even more if you have a great partner, you know, who's cool, who sees the importance of these bike rides for me. Like, she makes fun of me a lot. You know, I do disappear because of these bike rides, but I think she understands how important these rides are for me. Like, you know, not only do I get to do some exercise, but more importantly, I get to live a little. Gotta live a little, man. Love this quiet road that I go on. Nice and shaded. Hello! Thank you! Oi! Uh-oh. Wet. Okay, not too bad today, not too bad. Not too wet and mucky. Just enough to get through. I usually have so much footage from rides that I don't use. And like I said, for this vlog, I'm gonna try something different. Like, I'm not really talking about anything specifically, just stuff that comes to my brain and just bring you in for the ride. Hello. There's a little favorite almost road section that I love. Yeah, back to the main road. As I was going through the main road, I noticed this new Hanapog road. I wonder where it goes. So I turned in here and let's see where this thing leads. Probably doesn't lead anywhere, but you never know. Some of the best routes that I discovered was just because I found the road and I followed it. I told you, man, we're gonna do some of my favorite stuff today, which is off-road and explore. The road keeps going. I think we're gonna have to go up there. Let's get started. It's pretty steep. Did some exercises yesterday, like squats and stuff, and I can feel it on my legs now. Oh, shit, it's up. And as expected, kinda leads to nowhere. But hopefully, in a couple of years, this thing connects somewhere. Really give it a try early. Even if that was pretty tiring. Alright, let's try not to crash the downhill. feathering the brakes the whole time. Hello. Alright, one last semi-downhill of one of my more favorite off-road bits. Okay, while I go downhill, I'd like to talk about this vlog's sponsor, Curve Coffee Collaborators. I recently witnessed a coffee cupping hosted by Curve, and it was a fun, sensory experience. A coffee cupping is a method used to evaluate and analyze the flavors, aromas, and overall quality of coffee beans. It is a systematic and standardized process that involves observing the coffee's fragrance, aroma, acidity, body, flavor, and aftertaste. For this cupping, we sampled the different Curve Coffee Collaborators PCQC award-winning beans. I remember the first time I experienced the cupping, it really opened my eyes to the differences of coffee beans. So send at Curve Coffee Collaborators on Instagram a message if you're interested in trying a cupping, or visit their website curve.coffee. Thanks Curve for sponsoring the vlog. Now let's get to that downhill. My palms were sweaty on that downhill. It is a little hotter than normal. Okay, if you made it to the end, the ride was 37.21 kilometers, 2 hours, 30 minutes, and 24 seconds moving time with 793 meters of elevation gain. Let me know what you think of this new style of vlog. Let me know in the comments, especially if you made it to the end. Alright, ciao. But it's a busy day.